take the mic.
Welcome to the Mind Never Mattered podcast. Today, we are joined by myself, Jordan, and Brandon.
The one and only me, Brandon.
We have come from a long day, it seems like, of finals and the school stuff.
Oh, yes.
So do you have any finals right now?
What do you mean?
Or do you have any finals this week at all?
I did. Yes.
You did with some already then.
Yes. So I had one. We're shooting this on Thursday.
Yep.
And by the time this goes up, it'll be Friday. Hopefully.
Next week.
Next week. Okay. So.
Hopefully.
I had an exam on the 26th, which was Wednesday, and that was interesting. I mean, it went well, but it was interesting. I also finished writing a paper that same day, a research note. You know, like those, you see those in classes, you have those big, like, scholarly articles with, like, data here, data there. That's what I had to do.
Oh, so you had to be one of those scholars.
I was a researcher, yes.
And this is what you did for an assignment. Was it your final?
This was, like, my final paper,
okay.
yes.
So what I did for one of my finals was a video that was a minute long. And totally forgetting about it, I went onto the Grand Marais trip and just recorded random videos up there. And I was like, and she's like, all right, time to start working on editing your final. And I'm like, I didn't record anything, but this should work. And I was like, dump it on there. So she's like, oh, this is really pretty. This looks really cool. I'm like, yes. But only problem is she wanted us to record with all Apple stuff. Edit on the Apple computer and record with Apple iPad and shit. And it's because we can rent equipment from the school.
Yeah.
And so you could do it, but I didn't think of it at all before going up there. So I just did it on my phone. But it's still in 4K on my phone, but it didn't work.
Didn't translate over into
Apple? Because my phone uploaded it to Google Photos.
Yeah.
And then I downloaded it from Google Photos on my computer, but it transferred to 1080 onto there. And then onto the Apple, it fricked up and messed up, and it was jumpy. I couldn't figure out why. And so we just had to plug in my phone and upload the videos there, and I had to, for some reason, there was a small window on the side here. It was like this is the editing window, and then you put it onto the final line, like the timeline it's called.
Yeah. And
when I put it on the timeline, it went down to a tiny square. Like it'd be like a small box in the middle of the TV. I was like, I couldn't figure out what was going on. She's like, "What? Did you record it?" She came to me. She's like, "Did you record it on an Apple device?" I'm like, "No." Like, oh, that's why. For some reason, it was in 4K, and I just had to go in and scale it big, so it was fine. So now I gotta figure it out. I'll figure it out. We recorded my face. We had to put one of our faces in today, and
is that what you posted on Facebook?
Is that where that went?
Yeah, I saw that. It was the very first thing. I was like, Jordan posted to WordPress, and I was like,
oh yeah.
Oh, would you look at that? Didn't even watch it, but I was like, oh, okay, that's probably his final project.
That was my final project. My classmate helped me edit it. She did the blog, and then she helped me figure out some of the music stuff. And so it's all uploaded. Now we just gotta. We have to do this dumb thing where we have to write out every single shot, like photo or not shot, like
frame.
No, it's camera shot, like angle and stuff like
that.
Every
angle,
yeah. So it's like how far it was, what it was, and it was like close up, high angle, low angle. All this stuff's like, and like in the video. So from 0 seconds to 8 seconds, it was a close up, and then so the 8 seconds to the next one was another thing.
Yeah.
And she's doing that right now, and so she's gonna send that to me as soon as she's done.
So that you can
upload it, and then that'll be it. That'll be it. The last thing I have to do. But other than that, I have an exam, or not exam. The final exam. Is next week for my psychology class.
Which by the time this goes up, it'll have already passed.
Over. Yep.
Yeah. I have 2 exams next week, which is already passed.
Did you ever find those puppies and kittens and shit?
No. That was rumored because they have done it previously.
Yeah, I know they did it last year. Or the year before.
Never. They don't advertise it sometimes, and I get
I
upset.
missed it.
I get upset because there was their last spring semester, and they're not here this spring semester. If they were, then I missed it, and I'm so. So, yeah, that was your day.
Not too bad. We'll wait soon here enough. We'll have summer, and then we'll have summer games, and then we'll have fall games. And one of the fall games that's coming out is Call of Duty World War II.
Good transition.
Did you like that?
Good transition. Good transition. No, that was good. That was good. Yeah.
So we have Call of Duty World War II just released. Was it Tuesday?
It'd be Wednesday of
The 26th.
The 26th. Yes.
26th. It got revealed. The worldwide reveal trailer came out, and from the campaign, that was just the campaign. So yes, I will admit most of the campaigns look great. They have a good story. Are they confusing sometimes? I didn't like Black Ops 3's campaign as much as I did like Advanced Warfare's campaign. That one I liked.
Yep.
And so the campaign for Call of Duty World War II is what the name is. I really like it. It looks good.
Yeah. No, I agree. I was talking with somebody else, and you play as a private in the Big Red 1 or the U.S. First Infantry Division.
Yes.
And COD has already done this. Mm-hmm. There was Call of Duty 2, the Big Red 1.
Which launched in 2003?
No, that was the first one.
Okay.
That's where we have a page here.
Yeah.
That's the when the first one came out.
Oh yeah.
Call of Duty 2, the Big Red 1. I don't remember when that came out, but I played it. I think on Nintendo GameCube actually.
I remember playing on.
I think I did. I don't know. It's you can look right there. The C. Because it's like 2005. It was really fun. I really enjoyed it. In that one though, you started in North Africa, I believe.
It was on Xbox, PS2, and GameCube.
Yeah. I believe you started in North Africa and you worked all your way up to 1945. So North Africa would have been like 1942-ish. So you played like across the spectrum. But yeah, I am actually, pretty excited for this.
Do we know exactly when this one takes place?
This takes place, 1944 or 1945. So I'm sure it'll start with D-Day from the trailer. It'll start with D-Day and then go up until probably, my guess is probably the stopping at the Elbe River in Germany. But I could be wrong. There might be something else in there. Maybe the storming of the Siegfried Line, which is a major defensive line.
Yep.
But I am aware, I do know that you do take part in places such as the liberation of Paris, the Battle of the Bulge, from what I've heard of details. And there was another thing, other than, D-Day.
Call of Duty World War II brings to life some of the most iconic moments in World War II, including D-Day invasion of Normandy and the Battle of the Bulge.
End quote from Activision.
Its story follows Ronald Red Daniels, a rookie private in the United States Army 1st Infantry Division, also known as the Fighting First. A cooperative mode is planned. Really?
Yes. So this article is from Polygon, just so we're crediting the source here. But yeah, what I heard from, was it some other source? Maybe I think might have been IGN or something. The cooperative mode is actually the zombies mode, from what I know.
Okay.
But the zombies mode is supposed to be the traditional.
Another campaign.
Yes, it's not the traditional wave after wave. It's more of like a horror game, which actually excites me. And so the premise of that, again, according to IGN and Jack Frakes,
with that they're gonna make their own storyline off of Treyarch's?
No, I don't know. I think it kind of plays into how this game works. Because what the premise is, from what I know from Jack Frakes and IGN, the zombie story is Germany is losing the war.
Yep.
and this is their last ditch effort to win.
Yep.
So they create an army of undead to try to win.
This is true. Like, this happened at one point. They tried to do this. They tried to do it.
Yeah, because they.
And so is
like,
it
from what I know of Nazi occultism and just the weird stuff that they did. I think they did try to do it in some way. They tried in some way. The Nazis tried it every way to win the war.
Yep.
And they were trying to figure out like how to basically just get the advantage.
Yep.
And to be perfectly honest, there were numerous times where they could have taken the advantage, but
strategically, with the resources they had.
Yes,
Yeah.
they had the resources to do things. They just weren't strategically. They didn't utilize their strategy and tactics well enough because the way their command structure worked, every decision basically had to go back to Hitler.
Yeah.
So no matter what he said. So if if the Luftwaffe general gave an order, then that order would have to go back to Hitler, which would then have to portray back down to the army, and that would have to go back up to the Navy. It was just weird how they structured. Whereas the United States had a very linear system, but here it was broken up so that Hitler would still have control, and that was his plan. But it ultimately it didn't help that he broke up that command structure.
Well, we'll leave that topic to another.
Oh yes, of course.
Another.
Of course, because I could go off on a.
Should Germany have won the World War II?
Yeah, because I could go off for a while. You could have me talking forever.
So back to the zombies thing.
Yeah.
So are those names that Treyarch uses? Are those names like real, or were they really there, or that just something they made up?
What do you mean?
Like what are some of the names and zombies? I can't think of them. Like the characters.
Oh, like Takio and Richtofen and Dempsey.
Yeah, are they actual people?
There might have been people named that, but they're not based off of any character. From my knowledge, they're not based off of
So then they could pretty much name these scientists that try to make zombies, whatever they want.
Yeah.
From the new Call of Duty's point of view.
I don't think there was actually like a division that was there trying to create zombies, but I'm sure that didn't. It probably crossed their mind of like, how can we create something to win this war?
Well, you also said the co-op mode. You've heard it was for just zombies.
That's what I heard. It's a co-op zombie story mode, but I could be wrong. I mean,
co-op Nazis.
Yeah, that's what I think it is. That's where I got it from. IGN. Yep.
Co-op zombies mode teased.
I think
Would release beta co-op story story details and more.
So that's where I think we're going.
And then you said like there's no healing, like you don't regain health in the campaign.
So some people, it's said that I think in the live stream they talked about how you can't regain health and you can't regain supplies.
Yep.
Now, I don't know if that's just for the story mode or if it's for multiplayer. But I remember playing like the very first Call of Duty. It had that style where if you got shot, you lost that bit of health and you had to pick up a health pack around the map.
Right.
And that created a different aspect in the game. If you were down to like a quarter of health, less than a quarter of your health, you had to make smarter decisions. You had to make smarter decisions until you found that ginormous health pack, because they had two different levels of health packs.
Okay.
They had a smaller one, which would give you probably a quarter of your health. Then they had a bigger one, which would give you probably half of your health or something like that. And it was just, once you found that big one though, you're like, all right, everybody, watch out. He's back and he's ready to go. But, and you run around just chucking grenades and shooting people.
So healing might be a big factor into that one.
Yeah.
Just about as big as factor is into the Battlefield 1 update.
You're getting good at these transitions.
So Battlefield 1 not to swing things over, but Battlefield 1 just had their spring update, which added something amazing for me and all medics across the player list. They added a new medic revive intent.
Thank the Lord.
So what they have written here on their website, which you can go look at yourself, if you're playing as a medic, dashing through a hailstorm of bullets and explosions, disregarding your own safety to a fallen teammate, only to have them skip at the very last second, you know how frustrating it can be. You can now spot the dead player you can spot the dead player to indicate that you are on your way to them. The player will see your name blinking in the death screen and show as an incoming medic. The medic will also shout out that he is coming. If they decide to skip anyway, they did not deserve to be saved in the first place.
I like that last line.
So this will be much appreciated for when I'm 9 times out of 10, I'm on top of the leaderboard with less kills than the player 2.
Yep.
Just because the medic you get so many points for healing and reviving.
No, and I think, that goes out to the medics that actually do their job when they revive, because I know whenever I play a medic, I try to revive people as best as I can.
Even not on my team or not on my squad, and also
just anybody. And I hate it. It's frustrating when there's a guy who is dead at the top of the hill, or there's a hill and he's dead in a crater, and I run up that hill, knowing that I could get picked off by anybody at any moment to get to him. And just as I get to him, just as I throw my needle into him, he leaves. Yeah. And I go,
"Well, that was
are you kidding me?"
Pointless.
And then I die, and then I get shot in the head, and it's like, all right, what did I try to do?
I got revived to get those kills, Brandon. If I don't revive fast enough, I don't get those kills.
Don't argue with me.
Also, with that update, they added platoons, which is what we appear to be like a not a crew, but like a clan.
Kind of like a clan, yeah.
Clan. It just says here you can have up to 100 players in your clan.
Yeah, in your platoon, and I think that's cool because it allows for you to be more. You can admin more, you can do things more.
Yep.
It creates a more unified community, I think.
Yeah, so that you can find players that play like you, or you can just play with maybe some YouTube celebrities will be on there. We currently employ a limitation of 100 members per platoon. If your group has more than 100 people, we suggest you create more platoons with the same name, tag, emblem, and description. If you are a member of 8 platoons, have 2 platoons with pending applications join, you will not be able to join.
Oh, so you can be a member of 10 different platoons.
Yeah.
That's cool. So if you have somebody who is, who you're interested in that has a platoon, you can be in their platoon.
Yep. They also added 4 new weapons. So like the level 10 weapons in each of the classes. So the Hellringer, the Set's Blade. Am I saying that right?
The Zelbstlader.
Okay, that's way worse.
I think that's how I'd pronounce it.
Zelbstlader.
With my German, the limited German that I have.
Is there 2 sniper rifles?
No, so, okay.
This is the
Zelbstlader. Zelbstlader is it was some people were comparing it to like an M1 Garand or whatever. Yeah. It's got 5 megs. It's kind of like how the Mondragon is. It's just a sniper variant of the Zelbstlader. And then
Hoyt. Hute.
I think so.
You're so cute.
Cute.
Automatic, optical, and the Martini Henry snipers. So all these weapons are just different variants of the ones that are already in the game.
Yep.
So the Martini Henry has a scope on it.
And a bipod.
And
the Hellregal has an optical sight, a bipod, and I think it actually has a bigger mag too. From what I think I watched Jack Fraggs.
Because it's on the community, the test community servers.
Mm-hmm.
There are 5 more dog tags added to this update. Nothing to concern too many people.
And then just general glitch fixes.
Glitch spots, looks like.
Yeah. Different broken areas. Not broken, but need fixing.
Yep. Let's see here. Go all the way down.
And then you go into general and have there's general grenade changes and
fix all sniper rifles to have separate cocking pieces. Just a bunch of random stuff, some small pieces.
But they found.
Yeah, it's still good to know. Then balancing with all the other guns and grenades, increasing explosion times or explosion radius, Smoke grenade. Increase magazine size for smoke grenades from 1 to 2.
There you go. And then just more miscellaneous general things.
Vehicles,
And
controls.
And yeah, that's about it. There's not, I don't know. There's nothing really big other than the platoon and the medic intent, in my opinion, and the new games.
Fixed issue where logging out of Xbox One during the first few seconds of an operation intro caused a freeze and a black screen after the video. Well, you saw the issue where you could get into a game and the screen was black.
I haven't had that for a while.
Austin had that last time we played.
Well, I think that was because, I don't know. I think it all depends. Like, I definitely saw, I had that happen when They Shall Not Pass first came out.
Yep.
But I haven't had it happen since. But then again, I probably haven't played it really that much. Which, speaking of which, we should probably change that.
Yeah, we could play.
But, anyways, that's a little side note. But
so lots of new guns, lots of new features. Hopefully, they just keep on doing support. They're usually pretty good about the supporting and stuff. EA is.
And they talked about how they weren't going to do like a seasonal update. They were going to do a monthly update.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from the best of my knowledge.
Did they heard anything new on the new Star Wars Battlefront?
Star Wars Battlefront 2?
I haven't seen anything, but then again, I've been looking for it.
I've been off and on. Let me try to think. I know I've watched a video, but I can't remember it for the life of me. I just, when I know more, I'll let you know. But I don't, at this moment, everything that we mentioned previously, that is what
Sweet.
That is all I know.
See here. Off to new guns and on to new spy things. Not as good as a transition there.
No, that kind of sucked.
Oh well. Can't win them all. New Kingsman trailer just appeared on Monday?
Yeah.
I did not see it. Oh, opens September 22nd.
Yeah.
I didn't see it in the trailer at all, did it?
I don't think it did. No, I don't think so. But I need
you
to watch the
haven't
first
seen the first one. So
I need to watch the first one.
I picked the topics like, we can talk about the first one. It's like, Brandon's not there at all. I'm just going to say 2 words. Church scene.
I've heard it's really good. I've heard
it's the best.
I've heard it's great.
Scene.
I've heard it's great. I've heard that scene is great. I've heard overall great things for Kingsman Secret Service, right? Is that what it's called?
Kingsman the Secret Service.
The Secret Service. No, I've heard nothing but good things about it, so I need to watch it, and I hopefully will soon, in some capacity.
Very good movie. So, what do you got plans for the weekend then, Brandon, since we missed our last topic?
Well, I plan to go home, and I have a family gathering a family event going on, so I will be doing that.
Fun.
And other than that, I will be just kind of sitting at home, chilling with family, and not worrying about any of my finals or anything that are going to be done by the time this comes out.
The dreaded finals.
Yeah. And I'll worry about them on Sunday afternoon when I go back to my apartment.
Oh, so that sounds the same for me. Liz and I will be going home. I don't know, probably Saturday. Go to the drive-in and see Lego Batman and Kong Skull Island, which is
Kong. Okay, so it sounded like you said calm. The new rom-com.
The
starring
rom-com.
King Kong.
and Samuel Jackson.
And Samuel Jackson in Calm Skull Island.
It should be interesting.
I'm home.
Only problem is I should check the play times for both those movies. They seem really long. Because last time we saw what? What was the time we went there? What was playing last week or 2 weekends ago? It was Fast 8. It was like 2.5 hours long.
Get Out.
It was two and a half hours long, and so it was like the movie didn't start till 8:30. It was like
Ooh, that's 11
it was like
o'clock by the
11.
time. Yeah.
We get there at like 6 o'clock.
We got there at 6:30.
And so you sit there for like 2.5 hours going, what am I supposed to do? Should
Have
I
fun.
actually be smart this time and bring things?
2 hours and 9 minutes for Lego Batman movie, and then Kong Skull Island
Yeah.
is sitting right around.
I want want to say it's like roughly the same.
2 hours.
Yeah.
So 4 hours, but I think there's like a 10-15 minute break in between movies.
So people can leave.
So 10, between 10 and 10:30, or probably 9 and 9:30, or 10:30 and 11, the first one's going to end.
Mm-hmm.
And so midnight to 1 o'clock is when the second one's going to end. Because I want to stay for both. So 5 hour energy it is. Drink.
Or just any energy in general.
Yeah, something. That should be good.
Sleep.
Well,
But
we were topical with this week's at least. Well, topical being like we're recorded this week, but it goes up the following week. We'll have to fix that in the summertime when we
We'll
get
get
more
it fixed.
of a schedule, and then maybe
We'll
start
get
doing
it
videos. What am I gonna do on top of this?
we'll work with it. But
I'm trying to think what game I should play.
anyways,
Thank you for watching,
thank you.
and we'll be back next week as always. Bye.
Bye-bye.